Welcome to the Show and Tell Show.
It's a fucking game show!
Best goddamn game show on the internet. That's for goddamn sure. What we do is we ask crazy questions and we get crazy answers from our crazy contestants. And let's introduce them now. Starting to my far left, say your name and an actor that is not typically thought of as sexy.
My name's Dangerous Dave Caggiano. An actor that's not typically thought of as sexy is my fucking boy. No, my fucking girl, almost. Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates!
What's
That's a
up,
solid pick.
boy, girl? It's questionable at times.
All right. To my immediate left, say your name and an actor that is not typically thought of as sexy.
I am Evan Luongo, and an actor that is not typically known as sexy.
You find all of them.
Yeah, irresistible. I'm going to go with Christopher Walken. He's a handsome gentleman.
He did traditionally.
Handsome gentleman.
And to my right, our final contestant, your name and an actor or actress that isn't typically thought of as the sexy.
My name is Chris Justice, and an actor who is typically not thought of as sexy, easy. I mean, the voice is what makes him sexy, is Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman's a sexy old man.
That is debatable. I think he tried to bang his granddaughter.
Okay, well,
Evan.
maybe there's one person that disagrees
Christopher
with me.
Walken.
Yeah.
He's not typically thought of as sexy.
No.
But like you're his best friend. Argue on his behalf as to why women should fuck him.
He's a very serious man. He's astute. He'll listen to your problems, right? So if you're one of those needy women that has to talk about your feelings in your day, he's your fucking guy. There's definitely a percentage of women that are into that shit, for sure, you know? So he's got an in on them. Also, he's a good provider, solid provider. You know, he's slender, looks good in a suit.
He's maintained his figure over the years.
He's going to take you to awesome dates. I mean, if you're into that shit, Academy Awards, fucking all sorts of shit like that, I mean, you know,
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You're a good friend. Dave, why should I have sex with Kathy Bates?
Well, the thing with Kathy, dude, I gotta be honest. You seen the movie Misery? When I started watching Misery, I thought it was a fucking rom-com. I gotta be honest, dude. I was waiting for Kathy Bates and that guy she tied to the bed to bang. The whole time I was like, they're really building up the sexual tension, I think. And then she broke his ankle, and I was like, whoa, this movie's crazy.
It was like that Sam and Diane dynamic.
Yeah. I was like, okay, they're into some wild stuff. But Kathy Bates, that's what she'll do. She's such a good she's got that mom vibe, but also like she'll beat your ass too if you're a little out of line. And that's what I like. I like that.
Like the udders of a perky cow kind of thing.
Yeah. A cow that'll figure out that you're trying to escape her house and murder you.
Chris.
Kathy Bates, I mean, whatever.
Who was your contestant?
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman?
How easy you forget, huh?
Why would I have sex with Morgan Freeman?
Well, I mean, to be honest, he's not going to hurt you. You know, I mean, he's a good man. You could sit with him by a fire, wear an oversized sweater, and get comfortable. You know, and he is someone he'd read you a book, and he is like the master of the audio book. He's a reader. I mean, this guy's going to read, and you're going to love that voice, and you're just going to fall into a trance, and you pretty much at that point you're hooked. I mean. But that's probably going to be the start of why you're going to have sex with him. I don't really know what's going to happen after that.
Give me, I'm going to present this to everybody. Give me the movie role that gets you most jazzed up sexually about your unfuckable actor or actress. Give me a second. You already mentioned Misery.
Yeah.
Can you name another movie with Kathy Bates?
Yeah, great role of hers that really got me jazzed up was Waterboy, another overprotective mother role. She just crushes the overprotective mother roles right out of the park. I mean, is there anything harder than that? I mean, you're talking about Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman is the only black guy that Chris can name, and that's why he picked him. He's really trying to play the race card. He's trying to recover from episode 1, and we know exactly what he's doing. All right. I mean, he said Morgan Freeman. He turns him on. It turns him on because he can read. Dude, everyone can read. I mean, you couldn't have picked a less sexy feature about someone.
No, it's the voice, man.
Christopher Walken can read.
Yeah.
I mean, you should have just gone with Chris. I mean,
And he's got a solid narration voice.
Yeah, but he's also. I mean, they're just some creepy old guys, and that's just.
You got Kathy Bates. Oh, what a fucking fox she is. Yeah, have sex with her.
Kathy Bates was naked in a movie. I can't remember what it is, but she's in a hot tub, and it's.
I think it was Titanic.
Yeah, that was another good movie with Kathy Bates.
Yeah,
Titanic.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know the movie I want, but I don't know that the name is right. You might know. He plays an archangel. He plays fucking one of the archangels. He's down on Earth.
Oh,
that fucking Fallen?
People you meet in heaven?
No, it was like Fallen. Was it Fallen? I don't know if it was
How
Fallen.
to Train Your Dragon?
No.
The King of New York he was in. That was pretty good.
But yeah, that movie was awesome. He's like the Archangel Michael. He's in a suit the whole time. He's fucking powerful. Fucking
Can
solid.
anybody do an impersonation of the actor that they've chosen?
No. Nope.
That's probably.
Yeah, I can do an impersonation of Morgan Freeman. Hey, you're 13 years old. Come here. Sit on my lap. Let me touch you.
That's a fact.
Wow.
Ish.
Okay. All right, Kathy Bates.
right.
Take it easy.
So I have.
Christopher Walken. You couldn't do a Christopher Walken impersonation? I mean.
That's a solid shot. Shots fired.
I mean.
No, because
I mean.
Listen, trust me, I can't do it right now. I can't think of what his voice is for reasons. There's reasons.
All right, we've had some unfuckable actors up here and actresses. Let's be fair, but none of them are really standing out to me as the one that I would truly bang. It feels like it's all sex and no long term with Kathy Bates, just like hot erotic fuck action with a slam pig actress Oscar winner.
You're not even giving me a chance at Morgan Freeman.
See, I was just going to actually lean towards Morgan Freeman because of the stability that you just offer. Like,
right.
You pictured something with like a log cabin. I'm laying next to him.
Yes.
His head's on my shoulder and the bass from his warm lips come on. What?
Bleep that out.
Warm lips.
I get nothing. This is off the rails. And he just whispers in your ear and he's like...
We're getting canceled.
Forever this, Christopher.
Canceled.
Forever this, Christopher.
Glad we're not live right now.
This is hilarious.
This is fucking nuts.
Yeah, keep going.
Oh.
I mean, Morgan Freeman, what movie would he be? I mean, he was in a prison movie, you know? I mean, he was in a prison movie. If you want to talk about a guy, you maybe want to.
If you're gonna think about man, sex, a prison movie,
right?
You know,
I mean, he
all
was
right.
kind of, and he was helping people get through that. He's the type of guy, you know. I mean,
Dave makes a good point that if you want to fuck a man, there's no better person than to fuck than Kathy Bates.
Yeah,
it's like the gateway drug to butt sex with a dude.
Yeah, because that vagina is basically
the gateway drug to gay sex.
Equally dirty and
Kathy
filled with feces.
Bates. My goodness.
I don't know. Christopher Walken's got gray, old, dirty pubes.
It's in one of my favorite movies.
I'm sure Morgan Freeman's great on there too. I think I've made my ruling, and I think we're going to go with Kathy Bates. I think Dave gets the point on that one.
Ridiculous! What a horrible.
Went a little wild, but Kathy Bates is the closest thing to a woman, and I would probably rather fuck that.
Sometimes I get so worked up.
And we're back for more. This time, your question is: if you could go back to any time period throughout history, what time period would you go to? And why? And I'm going to give you a second to think about it so that we get some good answers here. Anything before our current time. You can't go in the future. Anything before. Evan, would you like to start for us?
Yeah, I'll go. All right, so I'm going like, when did they say that the pyramids were built?
6,000 years ago.
5,000 years.
That's when they say they were built.
That's when they say they were built, right?
Right.
So I want to go like 6,900 or something. You know what I mean? 7,000. I want to get there early and see what the fuck's going on. See if they're there. Number one.
I think they
are.
are.
And then see what the fuck, and then otherwise, like if they're not, like fine. And that, can you choose location? Because that's a location too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that absolutely.
We're playing with time and space in our fun little fantasy here. Chris, where would you go and when?
I would stay in America. I'd be in the 1920s. I'd go about 100 years ago. That's my time. I've always said it. I mean, I wish I could have lived back then. And
you were alive back then. You were 5. I mean,
19. Oh, fuck off. I mean, you could bootleg alcohol and just kind of, you could get away with, it was back then where you could just like murder somebody. And then you just be like, you could get away with it. Be like, oh, I just got to move to the other side of the country. That's all. I just got to like pick up and move and leave my family behind. And it was the good old days. You could just start a new life. And you can't do that anymore. There's too many cameras and,
everything's
tracking device. Yeah, chips. Like salt and vinegar.
It's a digital world. All right, so the 1920s.
Yeah, 1920s. And
I like the 1920s. I like 6,009, like 900 years before the pyramids.
Yep.
What time and place?
Evan is just a fucking slave in the desert. Fuck, this sucks. Bro, I'd go to the Renaissance, and I'd go to ancient Rome. I'd go to the Renaissance. I think there'll be an amazing time. You're running wild. You fucking drinking wine. There's dudes fucking in public. Just butt sex everywhere. You're painting shit. You're painting yourself.
I was just gonna say,
I would go to P-Town.
San Francisco. It's like wine country, fucking, and
Did I say the Renaissance? I meant the Gay Pride Parade in New York City.
Oh wow.
No, I would go to ancient. I would go to the fucking Colosseum and watch some gladiators duel it out.
That didn't happen in the Renaissance though. So
they weren't still.
No.
They weren't still
Jesus
doing shit back then?
Get your history right, Dave, will you?
It was a lot of stand-up, I think, in the Coliseum. They stopped doing the slave killing.
Right, and they
would do a lot of stand-up. And
yeah,
shit.
exactly.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Idiot.
For sure.
So, I would go to the Renaissance.
That's pretty good. All right, so the 1920s, right? I can bootleg liquor, which means one of my favorite pastimes I now have to put effort into, right? That's kind of less of a selling point. What's the kick? Are the girls loose in the 1920s?
Oh, everything's loose. There's no law. There's no laws. I mean, you have like the mob running the country. I mean, what better? I mean, I wish they could run the country now. I mean, the mob's running everything. The liquor, gambling, prostitution, women. It's just everything. And it was just a great time. Like I said, you could just get away with stuff. You could pick up and move to another part of the way and say, hey, it's not working out here. I'm going to go be a mobster somewhere else.
Like, you appear on the street corner in 1920. What's the first thing you're going to do?
The first thing I'm going to do is, I don't know, I'm gonna figure out what I can start selling. I'm going to start selling stuff right there on the street corner. I'm going to, probably see what's the popular item out there on the corners. I mean, back then there's a lot of street vendors, and I'd just start selling. I'd become one of those, like I said, the carnation at the red light guys. I mean, I don't.
You're going to go back in time to sell teriyaki?
No, man, that's how you got to start somewhere. Boss. All right, sorry.
I mean, it's your time travel.
Well, you just put me there like without nothing. Like I wouldn't go back with nothing. I mean, if I had my dream, you're giving me, go wherever you want. Now all of a sudden you're limited to like you're stuck in a street corner. What are you selling? I mean,
well, the only thing better than us being a street cart worker is probably a slave carrying pyramid blocks around.
See, you people are morons. No, none of that's going to happen. I like to go on adventures and I hike. It's the future. I'm going to prepare. I'm going to bring fucking gear with me. I'm going out there, I'm going to have a fucking gun, I'm going to bring my bow, I'll have my pack, I'll have water purification, I'll have sanitizing agents, antibiotics. I'm not retarded. I'm going to fucking go there with the proper fucking equipment and go on an adventure. All right? I'm going on a time adventure, dude. You think I'm not going to be fucking prepared? I'm a man that has fucking batarangs and bullshit in my house. I got a hidden weapon in every fucking room. You got to be prepared for that shit. You're time traveling. Not some fucking dumb thing. I'm gonna just go get some street job in 1920s. Go to the fucking corner now, you moron. And your fucking time isn't even fucking right, you reedy. You fucking I almost said that word again.
Whoa.
You're not supposed to say that word, but you're fucking it's wrong. Renaissance is when fucking leading out of the Vinci was out there. They were not fucking gladiators. Right. It's not a thing.
Oh, people didn't fight?
Everyone's so angry.
Leonardo goes right back to Ninja Turtles. You're gonna lose that argument every time.
Yeah, that's true.
But the Renaissance does actually interest me. Like, what you appear on the street right in front of the fucking Colosseum. What's the first thing you're going to do in ancient Rome?
All right. the first thing I'm doing after I go to a brothel is I'm going immediately to. I'm gonna go see like political debates. Like you could like go and like watch these guys like they're like forming like the foundations for like modern governments and stuff. Like they're hashing it out. You get to see fucking Caesar. I don't think he was in the Renaissance either, but he might have been. You get to see them like battle, like squaring at each other. You know, like stabbing in each other with daggers because they get too pissed off about some legislation. Like it's cool.
It's like a whole room of senators with just no underwear.
The Greeks
Yeah.
gave us to mock.
Yeah, no underwear.
That's
That's
weird.
huge, dude.
Everybody's just
I
walking
I would go
around
watch
with
the
no-
Like, I didn't choose to be a street vendor. Like I thought
You
we were said that.
literally
You
said-
guys, no,
I said
but
you go,
I'd
now
start a
if I
small
go back,
business.
like not knowing what, like I didn't know, like you goes, you just flash there. What do you do? Like I would obviously, I'd go work for Capone. Like that's what I would go do. I would go work for Capone, and you
Get
know,
shot a
So you going to
second day.
Chicago?
maybe not,
Shot right in the
maybe.
face.
All right, it's got a lot to say.
This one
tonight.
doesn't shut up, see? Bang!
Maybe that. All right.
All right, so now
Wow.
you missed your time coordinates, okay? And you're stuck in this time now.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Is that going to... Chris, are you going to thrive in the
love that.
1920s?
Yeah, I've always wanted to live then. That's my dream, was to live back then. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like I would definitely thrive.
Horrible dream.
Not a doubt about it.
Paint the
want
picture
you-
for us. Like, how are you thriving in the 1925? You
I'm
go back to
I'm
1925
bootlegging
years
booze.
later.
I'm running my own crew. I'm bootlegging booze. I mean, there's nothing that can stop you back then. You could just, that was America where you could just make something, no matter who you were, you could just start doing whatever you want. Just make something of yourself.
What's your
So-
nickname? What's your bootlegging nickname they call you?
Oh, itchy. It's always itchy.
5 years in, this is Itchy. He sells moonshine.
Justice.
Don't piss him off.
Right.
All right, Evan.
Make me scratch it.
You missed the coordinates. Something happened. You said it was an adventure. You can't control adventures.
Yeah.
Now you're in the middle of the Sahara staring at nothing. What are you going to do?
Okay, one thing I do want to say real quick to Justice. Be careful in the 1920s, because if you run into your 5-year-old self, you will create a time paradox and destroy the universe as we know it. Okay? So get that out of the way. For me, okay, now I'm in the Sahara. Well, we'll have you know at that point in time, the Sahara was actually a lavish... it wasn't
that
a
was
desert.
way before that.
Wasn't a
See,
desert.
now your fucking time period is
you're
all
right.
fucked up. They haven't had rain in that area of the world since
Like
20,000
20,000
years
years.
ago.
Oh, shit. All
That
right.
has
think
to
it
be
was
right. We both
actually-
just said at the same time.
So, okay, so now I'm in the desert. Well, fuck it, I got gear.
I thought
I
it
will
was like-
fucking live for as long as I
was
can.
like
I've seen some
13,000.
Survivor Man where he's in the desert. I know how to make that fucking dome thing where the condensation builds up and you get like, a little tiny thimble of water a day, some bullshit.
I've
Moisture
seen those.
evaporators.
I've seen those.
I'll do what I can do. I'll try to survive. Like, dude, fuck it. You can plans change.
I bet
Plans change often.
I bet if you were stranded in the middle of the desert, you would love to see just Chris with a sausage cart on the side of
Right,
the
that's
road,
what I'm
right?
saying. Plans change. Next thing you know, you have to be a street vendor. So
All
I
right,
mean,
so-
not all of a sudden you're not shitting on me
Listen,
no more.
I'd happily buy lemonade from this gentleman.
All right, thank you,
Dave,
Thank you.
you've
Let's do
taken
let's
us
do some business.
You've taken us to the birth of culture,
Yeah.
sexuality, violence, everything cool. How would that be better than a repressive 1920s structure where I have a day job on the street, or certain death by the sun?
Yeah, I mean, these guys just went back in time just to have a worse life than they did now. I mean, it's literally mind-boggling. I would go. Well, one thing I would do if I went back and I got trapped there. A good, I think, easy. Not easy, certainly, but a good path would be to become a Roman legionary, where
They didn't
join the
exist.
army. Yes, they did. What are you talking about?
Oh my god,
They had an army.
Yeah, they were fucking legionnaires, dude. They were.
Rome didn't ever not have
legionnaires.
an army, did they?
Well,
Yeah.
Let him
existed.
have his legionnaires,
Dude, they were.
Let him
I would
have
become
the
a Roman
fucking
legionary.
You got to bring a water coolifier. He should
Yeah.
at least be able to have.
I
a
got-
water-
I'm gonna
arguing
do it.
over
yeah, I also
fake
got thrown in the desert.
legionnaires.
You picked the desert.
They're one of historically one of the best warriors throughout time. Like I would love to be trained in that, and I'd come back now and I'd fucking kick your ass.
That's pretty threatening, and
That's
usually
what
we
I
don't like that. But
It's
let's give a
hostile.
couple more extra points just for hostility. All right, I'm pretty close to my decision. I don't know if anybody else wants to just tell me why theirs is the best, like in 2 sentences, or just kind of.
Okay, because what if I go there, and what if I see the people that created it, and there's fucking aliens, and there's all this fucking crazy technology and all this shit we didn't know about. So mine has the potential that it might not be a fucking desert. I might have run into the people that actually created the pyramids and might know what the fuck's actually going on, which was the whole point in fucking choosing that time.
And then you're going to get stuck there and you can't even come back.
Yeah,
with
and
the
they're not even
message.
going to talk to you, dude.
Maybe
be like,
they have
"Who
the technology
who are you?"
too.
You know what they'd do? They'd put them right in that slave line and say, stop bringing those bricks towards
Yeah.
that
No way.
pyramid. You're
No.
done.
This guy
You're
with
done.
the bad facial hair. Get in line,
No
buddy.
way. Nope.
This guy looks racist.
Nope.
That's what they'd say.
It's not you. It's me.
Wow.
Wow.
Crazy.
I think
1920s.
that's enough. I think that's enough. I think we
Yeah.
know who the winner is, and I mean, Chris, the 1920s. I actually think that you would kill it in the 1920s, but I don't know that you came with an argument there. You're a fast talker. You'd be on the side of the street corner selling toothpaste and telling people it was cocaine. You would have. In Nucky would have been a better nickname for you. Something a little more street. So you didn't win this round.
Itchy.
We move on to Evan. Evan, I would love to know how the pyramid started. In a conversation. I don't want to go on a fucking expedition and wait. It's not like it's happening tomorrow. You don't. It's a 900-year span. You have 30 more years of life at the most. So you could just sit in that desert and maybe one camel walks by you and you're just like, fuck!
Well, I wouldn't. I would leave.
Camels.
It's 14 weeks in that direction with no water. We've all seen Indiana Jones.
Survivor Man.
And Dave, I'm Italian. I want to go to the Renaissance and fucking the bitches and watching the gladiators. Come on, that's the most fun.
That's
He
fun as
mentioned
fuck,
wine,
dude.
fucking, and butt sex.
that wins
what
every
he
time.
started with
Dude,
every
let's
time.
Yeah.
go.
All right, that was great. So another point for Dave.
I mean, are you fucking serious?
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
And another question for the guys. This time, tell me your favorite cartoon character that you would fuck.
Oh, yeah, easy.
I thought I just...
Jessica Rabbit. All
I was-
fucking day.
I did that
All
to
day.
say her. What the fuck?
Since Evan wasn't called upon, Chris gets to choose first.
Oh, pussy.
Chris, would you like to choose that hot red bush female sex symbol of the cartoon world? Or do you have your own pick?
No, you know what? Let him have her. I think I seen some anime lady recently. I don't even know her name, but she was really hot, and she was naked. So I mean, Jessica Rabbit has a full red dress on. There's too much clothing there.
Whoa.
I mean, there's somewhere on the interwebs there's a naked anime woman, and that's the woman.
Chris has chosen Google search naked anime.
What the fuck?
Go for it.
Jesus.
Evan, are you sticking with that bunny fucking redhead, or are you going to choose another one?
Yeah, no, I'll stay with it. My bad for going. I was just excited because, you know,
I got excited too.
since I was a kid. Yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, dude, that movie was fun. It was awesome. And, I mean, super sexy. And it's subtle, right? It's like just sexy, but there's a little bit of class there, so you don't feel like you're fucking a tramp and definitely have an STD. You feel like you at least got a 50-50 shot.
I feel like in the self-esteem department, I'm fucking a cartoon, so it's all gone. But I hear what you're saying. Dave, what cartoon character would you like to fuck
Dave's
the
got
most?
nothing left.
I mean, I got nothing left. Guy, you stop trying to go multicultural with the fucking hentai or anime, whatever there. Dude, we don't believe you're not racist. Stop it. There's so many good cartoon characters that, I mean, just would, float my boat. It's, Lois from Family Guy. Bambi, I think, is kind of cute. I honestly would go, and this is just me being real, and I know a lot of you are probably already thinking it, Lola Bunny from Space Jam, specifically. With that, yeah, she was sporty, she was feisty, she could fucking ball out, dude. She was cute. So I'm going Lola Bunny all day.
I really thought you were going to say He-Man.
I actually thought you were going to say Betty Rubble.
I can see Jessica Rabbit having a lesbian encounter with Lola Bunny because she's into rabbits.
Same species.
Yes.
Holy fucking shit.
We might
Bunny
need to
Rabbit,
double date
yo.
with them
Yeah.
ladies.
It's like 8 Mile.
I bet you could Google some wild shit with what these guys have chosen.
Bunny
And then that
Rabbit.
anime chick is off in the corner trying to shoot fire out of her
Yeah,
hands. But
I sound like I was probably the most original, the Mr. Bunny Rabbit over here. So
you didn't even choose a character.
yeah,
Dude.
it was someone.
All
You
right, so
chose
like
a generic, category.
Yeah.
in a porno,
Sorry.
in a porno, typically it takes place in some stereotypical place, one of like 6 different locations. Where are you fucking Google image anime girl?
By the pool.
That's definitely in there.
Okay.
By the pool.
Okay, all
By the
right.
pool.
Okay.
Cabana.
Oh, me like Chrissy Sock. That's something like that. Like,
Yeah.
and then, like
Yes.
this powerful animations
Sure.
and stuff. That's cool.
100%.
Where's Jessica Rabbit getting bent over and
Oh, we're gonna go like
Plowed out.
we're gonna do it like shady style, like sneak into like a janitor closet in a busy corridor, so you hear the people, so it makes it extra fucking hot. Where you're like, I'm taking this classy lady, and we're gonna do some dirty shit in a janitor closet. You're gonna be smelling a dirty mop bucket while I'm fucking banging you, and hearing office workers walk by.
Would've
Just
hoped
the
your
thrill of
janitor
it.
smelled
And if
good.
someone opens the door, yeah, fuck it.
they're going to get a whiff of that cartoon peach and a bucket of bleach?
Yeah.
Dave, where
Cereal.
I've never really seen a porno where they fuck in a
Yeah.
closet, but I haven't found the whole internet yet. So,
Yeah.
Dave, where's the location that Lola Bunny is going to get space jammed?
Okay. Just leave it to Tim for those ones. That was good. So a lot of these scenes take place in like a business, right? There's some sort of business. Well, this business is going to be Petco, and it's going to be the scenario is going to be I'm going to walk in and I'm going to be looking for a pet, and I'm going to be going through the different my daughter wants a pet rabbit, and this one's not acting right. It's too sleepy. This one's too energetic, and then I come across Lola, and she's like, you gotta get me out of here. But the catch is, you gotta fuck me to do it. For some reason, it always comes back to that, and so in order to get my daughter the pet bunny, I have to fuck Lola Bunny.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
This is nuts.
Rabbits fuck like rabbits. When you boink hard fucking this anime cartoon girl. Shit, I got nothing. I don't even know what an anime cartoon girl looks like. Describe her.
Oh man, it's just it's all curves. It's all tits and ass and lips and the bangs. It's everything.
Yeah, it's all the good parts.
Yeah, there's like arms and legs too, but no one's looking at those.
You can't fuck those, so
No.
you don't care.
No.
And Evan, we've seen most of Jessica Rabbit before.
Yeah.
What's the rest of it look like? Is it all open like a Venus flytrap, or is it tucked in like a sleeping bag?
She doesn't have the roast beef sandwich. She's got the clean cut. She's got the clean cut.
I would imagine we would have seen it if it was anything worse, because that dress is pretty revealing.
Yes.
Is Roger going to have a problem with you full releasing inside of Jessica?
He may.
What?
That is not my issue.
Are you right when you come? Are you going to make him go, please?
You're an idiot.
All right, so Dave, you're not going to feel emasculated or less of a man knowing that Lola Bunny probably fucked Michael Jordan on the set of that movie, right?
Oh my god.
She probably fucked a lot of NBA guys. To be honest with
I
you.
would honestly feel honored to share, be the same bunny brother as Michael Jordan.
A bunny brother.
That's
that's
cool.
pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Dude.
Yeah.
And she keeps it tight. She keeps it right, and she's gonna look good.
That's why she plays so much
Out
hoops,
of
is
that
because it's
jersey.
the only thing to keep that thing rebuilding itself from encounter to encounter.
really?
She could cross me. She crosses up my heart.
Lola
You know what I mean?
Bunny.
Holy shit. So I'm sure there's cartoon images getting everybody at home just fucking ready to go. But we have to pick a winner. And despite everybody having, full release with their cartoon thing, there can only be one gold medal. And that gold medal is going to go to Evan. Jessica Rabbit is a woman. Lola Bunny, her age, she's like in like college hoops. She might be really good at basketball and not quite old enough to really ball. And generic anime girl, come on, man. Their eyes are bigger than their tits. I'm not into that.
Yeah.
So, Evan, you win the point. Congratulations on fucking a bunny's wife.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay, you watched the entire program, but what you really wanted to see was what these guys brought for show and tell. And we're going to start on my right with Chris.
Oh.
Chris, look what you brought.
Well, I got right here. This is a Hallmark keepsake ornament. I don't know if you guys can see that here. This is Arnold Palmer, famous for making the old lemonade and iced tea Arnold Palmer drink, but he was a golfer too. I don't know if you guys knew that. And I guess he's famous for both, right?
He was the first person to ever do that.
Yeah, I think he might have, well, whatever they call it. And he's got a hook on his back. I don't know what that, I think that's so you can put string and make them an ornament. But yeah, my uncle gave me this. And I don't know, I'm going to hang it this year on my Christmas tree. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's him putting. It has a little autograph by him. It's not real. He didn't really autograph it. There's a bunch of these made. But it's him putting. And there he is. I don't know if it goes in or not. It doesn't really have a hole there. But that's my thing.
How many of those?
That's my show and tell.
How many of those do you think hang from Christmas trees every year?
I don't know. 50. 50. I don't know.
Imagine like that's the only thing you have to remember your grandfather by is him hunched over like a question mark trying to hit a ball.
Look at this guy.
He also invented lemonade and iced tea.
This guy looks like he should be a front runner for president. Look at him. He's fucking.
I can
look at
customize that to make it look like you, Justice.
Yeah.
Bro, I mean, he should just be holding a walker, not a golf club.
I know.
I love what you brought. The guy's kind of an asshole. He's pretending like he invented something by mixing fucking iced tea and lemonade.
I agree.
Right?
Oh, that's called the.
But I use this umbrella, so you know.
Oh, I only had a half a thing of grape Kool-Aid and a half a thing of cherry Kool-Aid, and I invented grape cherry Kool-Aid. So.
Oh, dude, don't tell anyone. What the fuck?
That's all right. You came to my cookout, you know. Evan.
Yeah.
You've been so polite and so patient. What have you brought to show us, Jesus Christ, we're going to get in trouble?
I brought my batarangs. They're metal and fairly real. And
Real enough to get you arrested in the current state we're in.
possibly.
We're on tape delay.
Now, are these are things you've used or do you collect?
Yeah, I collect them. And,
Obviously.
you know, I try to, you know, throw them once in a while. So
I was going to say,
if I ever have to throw them,
before I ask to touch it, has this ever been in a squirrel's skull?
No, absolutely not.
I don't know why I felt compelled to ask that.
I'm glad I'm
It has some good
Evan's
weight.
friend. I am glad I'm Evan's friend.
Absolutely, definitely. Feel how sharp that is.
I don't think I want.
That is pretty cool. So you're a big fan of the Batman, man.
I am indeed.
And now you have 3 of these here.
Yeah.
Did you just not bring the other 40, or is this the extent of the collection?
Oh no, there's more. There's more on my dresser.
Okay.
These are some of my favorites, and perhaps most deadly.
I mean, other than
Perhaps.
Batarang, the only thing I could ever
perhaps
call
is
this
most
would maybe be evidence, right?
Yeah.
Well, thanks for bringing them. We'll maybe play with these after the show when we're safe. Dave, finish up strong with what you have for show and tell.
Oh god, dude. All right. I have one of the dopest album cover art of all time. It's double-sided, so we're gonna go over this. This is Mac Davis. The album is Fantasy. I don't know now. We could talk about the artwork. It's absolutely gorgeous. The first side is him just in some nice short shorts dunking over a white chick while he already blew by some black chick. Now, the craziest part about this album cover is that his own legs are above his head, so he's actually dunking on top of himself. It's literally the craziest thing ever. Now, flip to this side. That's the side that you do coke off of. That is him. I mean, he went from the blackest thing he could think of to the whitest thing he could think of. It's 3 different images of him on tiny little French fry skis, just doing some wild shit. This is crazy.
This is great.
I've never actually even played this or heard it. I saw it at like an art show and bought it. But if you guys in the comment section below, if you're watching, could you look up some Mac Davis songs and just play it and tell me what your favorite song by him was? The album is Fantasy. The artist is Mac Davis.
I mean, I'm going to be listening to him tonight.
Hell yeah. I mean, this is that make love shit.
Yeah.
I feel.
Fantasy was a good album, but it wasn't as good as Sex Bed. I'm a big Mac fan.
I'm a big.
I'm a big fan of a lot of things. I'm a big fan of the show. I'm a big fan of the answers to these questions. But I have to pick a winner. And it hurts me every time, especially when I have to tell you that it's not you. And I could say the same thing for Evan. Because when it comes to points, and when it comes to Mac records, there's only one winner, and it's Dave tonight. Dave wins show and tell.
I mean, that how can you compete? I couldn't bring
great.
50 on. I couldn't bring the Arnold Palmer corpse here.
What if I brought like the other 50 of these fucking things?
Well, it's more about the points throughout the rounds. Dave got the most points,
And then he killed
and then
it
brought
with
something
Matt
that we
Davis.
can do cocaine on after the show.
Right.
So,
Good job, Dave.
Or use
Well
as
done,
target
Dave.
practice.
those are going to be dangerous after a few lines.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank everybody for watching. I hope that you guys, as contestants, had a good time.
Loved
and
it.
let's end this show the same way we end every show.
We run show and tell!